My body is healed.
Have you found my baby? Have you... No. No! I can't... I refuse to believe it. My darling, precious little boy. He can't be dead. Not now. Not like this. He must be out there. I must see him with my own eyes. I can't believe anything you say. Words lie. People lie. I must see him with my own eyes. If he were dead, he would be here in my family plot with my other relatives. If your lies are true, then Shen, that murdering monster, would have buried him here. All my family is here. But I don't know these names. I don't know my baby's name. My family would have named him after I passed beyond. Shen must know, or there must be some way to find him. I remember so little since I passed away. He was my darling child. My only son. I had planned to name him... I don't remember what it was. So much of the past is unclear to me now. I remember... there was an aunt? An uncle? Or was it his father? I don't remember it any clearer than that. Every time I try to grasp it, it slips away. Are you sure? I know I wouldn't be able to stand it if I was separated from him again. This is him! My poor darling. Shen, too. He is truly dead, after all. I could not bring myself to believe it.
The grave digging what do you need? What? Well, that's a relief. Can't have her going off and trying to rip out my eyes or something every time I go around there. I need those eyes. Here's the reward I promised you. Now, if you find any more, remember, I'll pay good money for you to put them back down again. So get out there and get some ghosts. Venerated ancestors. Anything... Oh, well, if you do find one, is there... Well...
Woufna akna ir yakoa krui ni rui kuparfita.
Please, Purveyor, don't send me in there. I'm scared those things will see me before I can get into the cave. Please, don't make me do it.
Wernur apayir. Wanur ni usota. Wo irika titarir koni of atarir.
No! I will go. Please don't hurt my mother. I'll get the artifact for you. I promise.
Sir sukut af kniwo kup kips tir sunu.
She's all alone with no one to help her. I think we should help her if we can.
What do you want? You're working for Purveyor Shuji, aren't you? Please don't tell him I haven't gone yet. I'm going now, even though it will probably get me killed. I'm sorry. I'm just a little upset. I'm Jinlin. Is there something you want? Thanks, but I need to find a way to kill spirits. Purveyor Shuji wants me to fetch an artifact from an emperor's tomb in the necropolis, but it's filled with ghosts. The Purveyors... He threatened to sell my mom to slave traders if I don't get this artifact. I don't know what to do. I can't fight ghosts. But he has my mother, and I don't know where he's taken her. If you kill him, we might never find my mother. Really? It would be very dangerous, and I don't have anything to give you in return. Are you sure you want to do this? Thank you. You are very kind. My father would have liked you, I think. He was brave like you are. The tomb is over in the necropolis. The door is locked, but I can sneak inside and open it. I just have to be careful not to alert the ghosts. If you really think you can get rid of the ghosts, I'll head over to the tomb and wait for you there. Great! I'll wait by the steps of the Emperor's tomb. I'm sure you'll find it easily enough.
If you think you've seen this person, you must report it to the authorities at once.
Always a pleasure. Yes, I heard that Fading Moon's arsons had ended. Excellent work. Burning the poor is troubling after a fashion, but the scholars and merchants? That was her mistake. Yes, of course they do, and they shall have exactly as much protection as they can afford to contribute to the taxes. Here's the standard bounty. Accept it with the thanks of the Empire. Is there anything else that the Imperial Army can do for one of our fine citizens? Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
While I cannot see you, your appearances are hard to ignore. Welcome again. What can I do for the arena's champion? A man in need of a doctor? Why haven't you brought him here? His daughter? Well, then something must be done immediately. If need be, I'm sure I could steal away from this noisy place for a few hours. A new liver? That's impossible. He would have to be mad to try that. Acupuncture can do wondrous things, but it cannot restore an organ that has failed. I know there are some practices deemed able to replace an organ, but organs do not just appear. Someone must die to provide that replacement. He would sacrifice himself to save this girl? I am in awe, and I would be assisting them. It is no wonder he could not do it himself. But is the situation so desperate? I cannot let this be. I know I must help, though the thought of putting a living organ into another person disgusts me. Still, his story is touching, tragic. I will do all that I can. Lead me to him, and I will see if I can help.
It's not right. It can't be possible that I... It's you. And this must be the doctor. Please, madam, if you could help me, you would have my eternal gratitude. I am desperate, and I have no other recourse.
This girl, such a strong, vibrant life energy in one so young and so fragile. She is too young to have such a cruel fate.
Please, will you help my daughter? I will give you anything, all my research, just for you to save her. The liver. The liver would be my own. No one else would be harmed.
My skill in acupuncture can keep you alive through the operation, but you will not live long after. If you tell me how to proceed, I believe I can help her.
Doctor, my spirit will be indebted to you for all time. Sihui, I love you forever. Let us proceed, Doctor.
It is done. The man's methods are extreme, but very effective, as was his love for his daughter. A true parent would do anything to save his child. She will live, provided she does not remain here. I will take her with me and care for her. If she wishes, I will teach her of her father's legacy. He would want that, I think. Thank you for bringing me here and giving me the chance to save them. I'll return to the Imperial Arena with her.
Oir, Tiomoir, ni Kixir, ni Thuper, ni Sififir, Natafoniak.
You'll be happy to know that the girl is doing well. She has recovered, and I have taken her under my care. She seems eager to learn the arts I know, and we may find some way to apply the arts that her father developed. If used carefully, her father's teachings may benefit all the Empire, but I must apply his theories in new ways. For now, she works and learns and heals. What can be done? Be well.
I'm not really in the mood for company. Judge Fang... Good.
Wow, the Imperial Champion. Hey, it's a real honor to have you come up here, but, you're gonna have to back up, please. Nothing personal, but we work for Fang, and he doesn't want anyone blocking his view. He comes to watch the fights. I guess he figures the more he talks to you, the less time... Forget it. I won't go into details about what Fang did to the last guard he got taking bribes, but restraints, starving dogs, and gravy on certain parts of the body were involved. Fang watched the whole thing, laughing all the while, and when it was done, he went upstairs with Breezes for a little relaxation. Poor girl. I wouldn't call him sick and twisted. That's an insult to sick and twisted people everywhere. Fang's on a whole other level. I never used to believe the stories, but now that I'm working for him, I can honestly say he's the most degenerate and perverted man in the whole Empire. But he pays well, very well. Enough so that we pretend not to see what's going on, though I still feel bad for Breezes sometimes. Thanks, champ.
Champion, I'm humbled that I bet against you as you rose through the ranks.
I hope my daughter will grow to be as beautiful as the prince.
I know you did. Good day, sir. Are you the new investigator I sent for? No, I can tell from your attire that you're not from the Ministry. Oh, this is terrible. Everyone I send for disappears. There are powers at work here that are beyond my means to control. I'm sorry, I'm not being very clear. Lately, I've just been so frustrated. I am Prefect Jitang. It is my duty to ensure that convicted criminals in the city are sentenced appropriately. But there are complications with my current trial. I have in my custody a suspected slave trader, Chandler Ling. But one of the high-ranking ministers is trying to get him released, and he wants me to convict another man. The man they want to accuse, Scholar Sun Tao, is a friend of mine, and I'm certain of his innocence. I need you to find proof so I can present it to the Minister of Justice. Really? You will help me? Thank you. Thank you so very much. I need to find proof that Ling is the guilty one, and by so doing, exonerate Song Tao. Our best lead is Zibao, the last person known to have spoken with Ling before his arrest. But Bao knows me and my men. He won't talk to us. I have no idea. The two men were seen together before we arrested Ling, but I have no other information about Zibao. He spends most of his time in the heart of the Empire Tavern, and he doesn't seem to have dealings with anyone else besides Chandler Ling. I know if I went to speak with him, I would get nowhere, but you could speak to him without raising suspicion. Good. Look for him in the heart of the Empire Tavern. It's upstairs at the Imperial Arena. Don't scare him away. If we lose him, we lose our last connection to Ling.
So you think you can free me? Prefect Jitong has sent many good men to their deaths trying to free me. I hope you won't get into similar trouble. Well, that's what Jitong fears. I have no reason to doubt him. Besides, why else would the men not return and their belongings suddenly appear on the market?
Pure coincidence. It's not proof. It's purely circumstantial. Anyone will tell you that.
At any rate, it seems likely that's what has happened to the men. I feel terrible for them, but I have my own problems to deal with, as you can see. I understand. If there's anything that might help you find the slave traders, I will gladly tell you.
Talk to Junda if you'd like to buy some buns.
Welcome, welcome. Did someone from the Black Leopard School send you? No, I suppose you don't quite look like one of their students. Well, no matter. If you're looking for weapons, I have quite a good selection and reasonable rates. Would you like to see what I have for sale? Well, it's the best of its kind in all the Empire, or at least that's what I'm told. Of course, it's seen better days. Having two masters has really hurt the school, if you ask me. Seems the students spend more time bickering than fighting. But what do I know? If it was me, I'd just kick one of the masters out on his ear. I'd like to tell you which one, too, but I'd better not. Best not to get involved. Suit yourself. I have a lot of work to do. Good day.
My uncle saw a ghost while traveling in the south. I don't think I'll be traveling that way anytime soon.
I do not approve of the fighting, but it is exciting to... I hope my daughter will grow to be as beautiful as the princess, though perhaps less unruly.
Yes. Is there something I can do for you? Yes. Yes, I am. How do you know my name? Have we met? My husband's spirit! He still curses me in death? My husband? My husband is dead. He has visited you and asked you to kill me? It should never have happened. I was preparing dinner for him, as I normally did, but it burned, so I went and bought some food already prepared. It was the salmon. I knew it smelled odd when I bought it, but the price was right, and I needed it in a hurry, and I'm so ashamed. Yes, it is. No matter what you say, I will live the rest of my life with this guilt. But what pains me more is that his spirit cannot rest. I have tried to visit his grave, but his madness knows no bounds. He seeks to drive me away at all costs. I think he might even try to kill me. He never listens to me. He doesn't give me a chance, but maybe if you were there with me, could you be there with me? If you believe me, he might listen. Yes, if we went together, he might listen. Can we go now then, to see him?
You? You're back to gloat over this victory of yours, Harpy? Causing my torment and death, is that satisfying to you? How can you be so certain? How can you believe her after you know what she's done to me?
Because he believes me. He has seen me at our home mourning for you still. Not a day has gone by where I didn't cry over your death. It almost makes me wish you'd have your wish, just so I could be with you again.
Feng, you really do care. Then all this time, my cursing, it was wrong. You killed me, but I see now in those eyes I fell in love with that you didn't mean to and that it pains you greatly. I forgive you, Feng.
Thank you for what you have done, for both of us. In time, I hope I can repay you your kindness.
The grave-digging business sure is a killer. What do you need? What a... Good riddance. Hells, it was probably his old lady that offed him in the first place, and for good reason too, I bet. It's all just business to me, you understand? Here's the reward I promised you. Now, if you find any more, remember, I'll pay good money for you to put them back. Anything? Oh, well, if you do find one, is there any... Well...